Hi, welcome back to the channel. Quick little intro. As many of you know, I am a spiritual teacher and spiritual minister. I offer healing classes and courses. I also offer healing regression therapy. I've taken a lot of people from PTSD and emotional traumas caused from physical abuse, emotional abuse, so on and so forth. From that to being able to live a full, happy, healthy life and letting go of those traumas and removing them. So if you need that help, I encourage you to go to the website and check that out. I have financial aid available. I also have Afterpay so that you can make payments on things to make it very affordable, with the price also being very low as well. Because this is never about money. This is truly about healing the world one soul at a time. I also offer personal readings. I don't know why I can't talk right today, but there's multiple choices in how you would receive your personal readings as well. We can do this by phone, by video, email, so many different ways. Zoom, even if you're comfortable doing that, having face-to-face with me. And those are also all at different increments and prices that are very affordable. I also offer workshops on self-love and clear boundaries, things like that. So again, if you need any of those kind of tools to enhance you, to give you the ability to grow and flourish and live your fullest joyful life, I encourage you to visit the website and check those out. We also offer a censorship-free forum, perfectly free to join, for all sorts of topics, not just about spirituality. I encourage you to come there and have conversations with us. And as well, we have a store with new products coming online very soon before Christmas, all at very, very affordable prices, and all handmade by me and blessed by me with the alchemical process. So check those out, because I have many things: protection, jewelry, and bookmarks and goodie bags. There's all kinds of things at the store. So please go check that out. What else? I'm also going to be doing monthly spiritual guidance and sort of like check-ins for all 12 zodiac signs from now on. And I'm going to be offering new ways to do the tarot with a 3-part series, where we'll start with your general, and then we'll go to your career and your love, and close it out with guidance and God nods from Spirit. Also, I'll be doing a yearly forecast for all 12 signs, prediction forecast. So be sure to check them out. They will be posted very soon. And now, please enjoy the video. Thank you very much. If my videos call to you and you feel drawn to them and they resonate with you, I would encourage you to please subscribe, hit that bell notification, definitely like these videos to get the algorithm out there to help spread my videos to the masses, so that we can collectively heal the world one soul at a time. Thank you. Welcome to Sunday service. I want to begin today with asking a question. How many of you are feeling that whammy in your head lately? You know what I'm talking about? Feels like somebody popped you upside the back of your head. You're suddenly so dizzy and disoriented, you can't even hardly take a few steps. And even if you're sitting in your chair, you feel like you might just fall right off your chair. It just rattles you that hard. I've been feeling that a lot lately, particularly today. It's earth changes that are going on. It's energy shifts that are happening. And so I felt like I needed to really touch on that with you and help you to maybe better understand why you're experiencing this severe vertigo, why you're experiencing this severe dizziness or whatever. Because I know that a lot of people would worry that, you know, maybe it's a health issue or whatever. And for some of you, it very well can be. So, you know, I'm no doctor. I'm just saying that collectively, we are feeling this. We had some very strong full moon energy, and we've got very strong new moon energy that's coming in very soon. So, and even with the full moon, I don't know why I keep trying to call it a new moon, but see, that's been happening too. It's like extreme Mercury retrograde, can't get my words out right, stumbling over them, stuttering, saying the wrong thing, being very clumsy, which is not like me at all. I have like crazy fast instincts, and so I'm typically not clumsy, and I've been extremely clumsy, briefly disoriented at times from the whammy upside the head, but this is like earthquake changes, and so I want to say biometric pressures because that's a thing, but barometer, you know, the barometric also is impinging on us, pressing on us. Volcanoes are erupting. The full moon, as I was going to say, the full moon, I watched it progress to the full moon very rapidly, much quicker than I had anticipated it to, and it was rocked on its side, so it wasn't like becoming a full moon this direction, it was becoming a full moon that direction, which was very odd to me. And so I took photographs of it, and I will try to get those to my computer so that I can put them into this video so you can see them, because I took pictures of the sun pulsating, and I took pictures of the moon also, and in both the moon and the sun pictures there was this green orb that sometimes was very close to the sun or the moon, and other times it would move. And I mean, when the sun was I literally was seeing it with my eyes pulsing, right? And so I started snapping pictures up toward the sun as fast as I could with my camera, trying not to look directly at it. And there's these really cool, great big blue energy beams that you can see coming down all the way to the ground in front of me. That's not like a refraction of the light, for sure. And I mean, this is like a for real, I don't know if a portal was opening up or what the hell was going on really, but you can for sure see it in several different pictures that I have, and I will try to get all of that into this video so that you can see it, because it's just incredible what it looks like. But I'm seeing this large planetary size type body, larger than a planetary body actually, up near the sun, up near the moon, usually in the high western position for both of them is where I will see this green orb. If the sun or the moon are in any other portion of the sky when I'm taking photographs, that's not showing up. So that makes me believe that this planetary celestial type body is in the western location to where we are on planet Earth at this time. And I firmly believe that this is part of the solar system of our binary star. And I say binary loosely because there's really 3 or 4 stars. But I firmly believe that that's part of Planet X's solar system, if you will, or Nibiru's solar system that's coming very much closer inbound to our solar system, you know, on this side of the Kuiper belt. And so it's interacting with our sun and making our sun react in different ways, and the moon now at this point is reacting in different ways. And that in turn creates changes on our planet, which is, you know, the volcanoes and the earthquakes that are happening worldwide right now. If you go and look at the people that track that kind of stuff, there's several YouTubers actually that do that. Dutch Sense is one of them. DUTCHSINSE, Dutch Sense. He's very good at tracking the volcanoes and the earthquakes and stuff. Mr. BBB333 or MBB333, something like that. I'll figure out what it is and put it in the link below. He also is very good at tracking and reporting. They check all of those websites that monitor that kind of stuff, you know. So this is happening very actively across the entire globe right now, and this is because of the energy that's inbound from all of this celestial neighbors getting close to each other, you know, itinerary, which is part of our awakening. It's a big part of our awakening, and a lot of people don't want to realize that part, or just simply don't realize that part of it. But it's actually a huge catalyst in what's going on, and why it's so crucial, in my opinion, that enough of us collectively wake up that we can do something about this, so that we don't have to write warning stories like the Sumerians did, or be wiped out completely or almost completely like the Atlanteans were, or even have to suffer a worldwide flood the way that Noah and his people did. Because you see, this is cyclical. And this is that golden age awakening that we're upon now, where we can realize our full potential again, and we can actually do something about this. And no, I don't mean create fabulous technology. Technology is great and all, but it's just a copycat of what you can do internally already. Quantum entanglement and quantum physics proves that. And I need for you to trust that, or at least educate yourself and learn it if you can't just trust it. And then allow me and others like me to show you how to tap into your God-given abilities to walk and be just like Jesus. Because Jesus even said, you can go forth and do the same things I do, the same great works that I do. That's what he told his 12 disciples. And then he sent them off. Peter and Paul in particular questioned him and doubted him. And so they weren't as successful in their beginning endeavors as some of the others. That will be the case for some people. But for others, you will walk faithfully in the wisdom and the knowing that you too can go forth and do great works. So this needs to be the main topic of our Sunday ministry. For you to understand that you do have the power within you through your thought and your focused intent and your knowing how to walk in the faithfulness of believing. Just believe that you can, and that you are, and that I can, and that I am. We all have God within us. We are all very powerful creatures, made that way on purpose. We've had our slumbers here and there for necessary learning and soul growth. Why do you think this is called the Great Awakening? Why do you think you have leveled up so much in your soul growth so quickly? Because it's time. And we are who we've been waiting for. We are the saviors. We are the heroes. of this story. This is truly a story that we will pass on for eons to our grandchildren and their grandchildren and even their grandchildren. We are the stuff that the books were wrote about. You just need to believe in yourself. And that begins with self-love. That begins with self-respect. It begins with clear boundaries. Because if we don't have clear boundaries, and we don't put a shield around us, or a fence, or a line in the sand that says you cannot cross, then other people's negative energies get tangled up in ours, in the quantum field, and they keep us from shining our light. And honest and true, just simply you being you and shining your light, that's enough. You don't have to know any complicated mathematical calculation. You don't need to learn deep, hundreds or thousands of year old esoteric knowledge. You don't have to study and take tests. You don't have to do trial and error even. Collectively, for us to succeed, and collectively for light workers like myself to do my job on a larger scale in order to help, to thwart whatever may come, and to create what we desire, all you have to do is walk in your light, in your power. It's really that simple. You know how people say that misery loves company, or that negativity feeds off of fear and anger? Well, the light feeds off of light and love. It energizes us. It amplifies us. It protects us all collectively. It makes our shields stronger and more impenetrable. It makes our will stronger and unbreakable. And it creates what we desire, not them. Some of you might wonder, what do the negative people on this planet have to gain from us not awakening and saving the planet and doing this and doing that and yada yada? Well, I'll tell you. The planet isn't going to be destroyed. It'll still be here. It's always been here through this series of cycles that it goes through. It is a cyclical process that the Earth itself has endured and recuperated from numerous times. Man is not always so lucky because they don't know how to be in their own full power. Whether it's because you were put to sleep to grow and learn, or whatever other reason you would like to look at it. I choose to believe that duality is necessary from the learnings and the teachings that I've been guided to investigate and research and seek within myself and within my guides and my archangels. Duality is necessary. Just like pride is necessary. Without pride, you have no strive and ambition to ever be better, to ever improve anything. If no one ever took pride in their work or pride in their children, what type of world would we really live in? So you see, it's necessary. You just have to keep it in balance, keep it in check. A certain level of ego is healthy as well. You know, you have to be able to listen to your ego as your logical servant that says enough is enough when it comes to mistreatment or misuse in some form of other people to you. We all have a line in the sand somewhere, but we need to raise the bar and push the line out further. And you all know that. You all know that that's true. I can teach you how to do that with ease. I can teach you how to not feel guilty for doing it. It's not a shameful thing to have clear boundaries. I can teach you how to clear your chakras and get them back in alignment so that you can be in your utmost optimal health. All necessary things. Keeping your mind clear. Knowing how to be still in your mind and listen to spirit and listen to your higher self teach you and guide you. The archangels that want to speak with you and help you. How to notice the signs that are all around you that are speaking that may just seem like bizarre coincidences or possibly even shrugged off as nothing. Often. We have spirit guides and ancestors that are always around us and always present. Just not everyone is using their eyes to see. But you do have that ability. The veil will be pierced and lifted when you say that it is to be thinned and lifted. You decide. Just like you decide your karma, you decide when your karmic debts are paid. You decide your health and level of healing. You do choose. You have free will. Having free will means you are a creator. It's time to realize that. It's time to walk in that. Walk every day of your mundane 9-to-5 life with that knowing that your thoughts create the world around you. And yeah, there's some things that are out of your control. You can't necessarily control the lives or the time of death for other people. Though we can resurrect people. It's not always a controllable event. And sometimes it was necessary, and their soul contract had served its purpose. And we need to understand that and accept that. Because I don't believe that there's any such thing as anyone being taken before it's their time. I think when they go, it was their time to go. Even if it was done by their own hand. It was part of the contract. Or at least a clause in the contract where they could check out if they couldn't handle it here anymore. I mean, we're all free to do that if we wish. Just like we're all free to choose not to ever come back here again. Or ever be human again. It is a choice. I know this for a fact. My dad died when I was 17, and he told me that he was going to come back and be in my life in about 10 years. He chose that. And then he did. In my fourth child. And she informed me of it when she was barely 3 and super articulate. Made a believer out of me, for sure. And it helped me to understand a lot of what we really are and how it all works and why it all works so that I could teach you. I really want you to be encouraged by this. I really want you to be excited about it. This is so easy to obtain. And I know a lot of people may look at me and view me as someone who has it all figured out. I don't have it all figured out, but I have a lot of it that other people haven't figured out. I have that key, for sure. That's my job, to find that missing key, that missing link. I have a piece of the puzzle that is not really being revealed by anyone who may say similar things to what I say. But they're not really showing you how to achieve that in an easy, obtainable way. And I have very simple, obtainable ways for all of you to do this. And I have incredibly exciting ways to teach you how to activate your 144 fire strands of DNA. Because we actually have a 12-strand DNA, not just a double helix. You only know of 2. That 99% junk they speak of, that's the other 10. Just like I can teach you how to use your whole brain instead of, 9%? Because society is what dumbed us down to only using the 9%. Don't you see? That's no mistake on God's part that He gave us this great big enormous brain that we don't know how to utilize the rest of, and we can only use 9% of it. God didn't do that. Our intelligent design, our blueprint, was for us to utilize that other 99%, whatever it is, 90%, 99, I think it's 99%, isn't it? I don't know for sure. I don't know the statistics on it for sure, but I know it's a very small sliver of our brain that we actually use, because all of the rest of it is used through intuition. What is intuition? We use it every day. You just don't realize it. Like when you get a suspicious feeling about something, that's your intuition. And then your logical brain kicks in and talks you out of it, convinces you otherwise. When you get chills when you walk in a certain room, that's your intuition. That's your psychic senses speaking to you. Your entire body is hardwired to feed information to the soul, to the intuition, to the higher self. But society has taught us not to listen. Close that off. Not believe in it. That voice in your head, oh, you must be crazy. Because nobody else has a voice in their head. Yes, they do. We all do. It's called our conscience. Your conscience is speaking to you. That's your soul. You're not crazy. And if you're hearing more than one voice, likely not crazy as well. Again, I'm no doctor. You may have a condition, but I would be willing to bet 99.9% of the people who have been diagnosed with a condition because of voices in their head are really just more tuned in individuals than others. They were more open at one point in their life, and so they were a channel. And when you're a channel, you can hear more than one voice. You can hear more than one type of conversation. You can get information from many different sources. There are often times that people will say, an angel came to them and spoke. And then God spoke another time. Maybe Jesus spoke to them. Or maybe Mary. If all 4 characters or beings are speaking to you, does that give you some type of mental illness? No. No. Not if they're considered religious figures. Interesting. Again, society putting the dogma and the stigmas and the stereotypes on what is acceptable in the voices that we hear speak to us. When I was first channeling more than just deceased people on the earth plane, and more than just the voice of God, I would ask, who am I speaking to? And they would only say that they are the curator or the custodian. To me, that sounded very ominous. So I was leery, because society taught me to be. And again, there's nothing wrong with being cautious. You know, that is necessary. So there are benefits from what society has taught to us. But over time, I was listening to all of the things that they were telling me or teaching to me. And it was all very helpful, good things of love that came from a place of love for the way that humanity should be and why they aren't and how to fix it and all of these beautiful pieces of wisdom. And so I came to trust what they were saying, because they never said anything that led me wrong or led to any type of nefarious trickster type activities or incidents, however you want to look at that. And then recently I discovered that the archangels, the 7 archangels of earth, for example, are one I don't want to say regime, squadron is the word I'll use, or collection of the collective that are the guardians of earth. There are other sectors where other groups are in dominion over those territories. And all of these different collections of collective wisdom keepers, gatekeepers, angels of God, they call themselves the curators or the custodians. And I never knew that. I never knew that until I happened upon a Dolores Cannon video recently, and she said that. So I did research on it just to see, to make sure. And yes, sure enough, the archangels' other terms are the curator or the custodians. So then I knew for sure that I could totally trust what I was being told and taught. I mean, I already knew I could trust it anyway, but there was always that little portion of me that still kind of felt like it was an ominous name. So I kept that in the back of my head, because I'm very, very careful with what I'm relaying that I learn in my teaching. So that really made me feel much more confident in the things that I've learned from them and passing them on to you. And they truly are very simplified ways, which is what I've been seeking for, 32 years. I've been seeking this simplified way, not only for myself, but to teach, to how you can grasp that psychic abilities that you have within you, how to activate those 144 fire codes and spark all of your DNA, spark all of your brain. And I know how to do that now. And I'm absolutely 100% confident and motivated in getting you up to speed. And I feel like we can do that very quickly, like within a matter of weeks. You could be up to speed if you were really, willfully involved in listening and taking it in and then trying it out here and there just to prove it to yourself, right? And just doing check-ins and feeling how you're changing internally, how you're feeling internally because of this new wisdom that you're obtaining, and letting it marinate through your body, right? In a way that just like makes you feel beautiful and new, because it's a really amazing energy. And it's not something to be afraid of, and it's not something that's, you know, the devil's work and all that nonsense that they try to put out there to keep you from waking up. It's all fear tactics to keep you from ever accessing your full power, because heaven help them. Well, really, hell help them. If we all wake up. They don't have any help. They can't stop us if we all wake up. Just you walking in your light alone will make the planetary changes much easier, much less drastic than they could have been. But if you wake up to your full potential, we can literally change everything overnight. I know it sounds impossible, but it's not. Amazing things can happen in the blink of an eye, because thought is the fastest thing in this universe. It's faster than the speed of light. It's a whole different kind of light. It's that quantum physics where we can change things on the other side of the universe if we need to, in the blink of an eye. Milliseconds. It's real, and it's easy. It's so easy. You just have to believe. Just believe. That's all you need to do. So I'm going to close our Sunday ministry with just walking in faith, guys. Just walk in faith. Just believe that you are magical. And just see yourself as being that lighthouse. See yourself as being that beacon of light for the world. For all the people around you that you love, that haven't woke up, that maybe won't wake up for a while. We don't need the entire population to be awake. We just need the right people to be awake. The ones who are ready to truly love their self, truly honor their self, truly be grateful for who they are, and learn, really learn who you are. And you know who you are, for the people I've named that matter right now. You know who you are. That's why you're watching this video. You were called to listen, to have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, because we are the change that we've been waiting for. And together we will create heaven on earth. We will create that peaceful place. And we don't even have to sweat the dumb shit of the bad guys and how to beat them and blah, blah, blah. Because it's not like that. It's not like that at all. It's like that story in the Bible. I forget which town it was that was being destroyed. And God told Lot and his wife to not look back as they walk away. And Lot walked away faithfully, looking only ahead, only with his eyes on the prize. And he was successful in his escape and his blessings of life. His wife, behind him, turned and looked back and was turned to a pillar of stone because she didn't walk faithfully. I'm not saying you're going to be turned to a pillar of stone. I'm just saying be Lot. Be Lot. Keep your face straight ahead toward the light and walk in that faith that it doesn't matter what's behind us, it's all going to fall away. It's all going to change for the better. Walk in that faith. Don't listen to news medias and fear porn. Even in our conspiracy circles and spiritual circles, there's a lot of fear-mongering going on under the guise of just trying to warn you. Stop worrying about all of it. The military has their part. Our true president has his. And we have ours. We have to focus on our job, not theirs. And that is where I will leave you for our Sunday ministries. Be well and be blessed in love and light.